Hey guys, Comet here. Welcome to episode 4 in my Factorio Odyssey series, where I plan on taking this tiny base all the way up to a giant mega base. In the last episode, I developed this blueprint for an outer wall, and I got these assemblers over here going to make enough stone walls so that I could actually put a bubble around my base. Because if we take a look at the pollution, you see it's approaching this nest, this nest, this nest, and this nest up here. So I'm gonna run out this way and just pick a spot to stamp down the blueprint. I want to try and get this coal inside of the rectangle. So I might go to the very edge of the pollution cloud over here. Yeah, right about here should be good. And then it tiles very well within itself. Now, I don't have a corner piece developed. This might be a good spot, actually, for me to develop that. Oh, and also, I just realized I don't have anything making gun turrets. So to make a gun turret, I just need iron, copper, and gears. And it looks like I can maybe sneak one in over here. So something like this should work for now. And it looks like we're done with solar. We can get on some clean power now. So maybe I want to get a machine making some solar panels for me. Now, I won't be able to make accumulators until I get batteries going, but for now, I'll just use solar panels. So let's see, this needs steel as well. The base is turning into spaghetti now. I can branch the steel over there. See, I also need electronic circuits. So if I grab from here and actually use a long-handed inserter down here as well, I think I can get this to, yeah, it'll fit here. Now it's not going to go as fast because I'm using long-handed inserters, and long-handed inserters are kind of slow. I just want it to work. I don't want it to work quickly. So that should be good. It's getting all three ingredients. Now let me develop the corner piece. If I extend this wall out, it can connect there, but then the turrets... I know, the turrets can reach the corner. But I don't know if maybe a straight corner is what I want. Maybe a diagonal would be better. This looks like it would be easier for the turrets to defend. And then I will continue the spikes. And they should... oh, that sucks. They don't line up. Okay, that is because this belt right here, there's only one extra belt after the inserter. Here there's two. So what I need to do is remove that lower belt from the blueprint. Or just connect it like that. There we go. Now it lines up. And then I don't think I can fit... no. Okay. I will continue this. And one more. And I want to make sure that, yes, this turret can reach the edge of the spikes out here. So that's a good corner piece. I will take that. And I will call it wall corner. And I'll put it in here with these. And I can't wait till I get robots. Having to do everything by hand is annoying, tedious, unexciting. Okay, but this is what we came here for. I'm gonna put the corner in place. Here. And then I can continue with the outer wall, just like that. And I'll grab a copy of this. Now I also want to try and grab this iron patch. So if I come out just straight this way, and then maybe turn, come around, and then grab it, come down, I can grab that stone patch. And then maybe this coal patch as well. I don't want to have to change the outer wall too much, but once I get robots, it really doesn't matter. just a couple more of these, and then I'm going to turn and go up. So I'm going to need to design an inverted corner. So I think if I do... It doesn't want to line up. So the regular corner, the belt is in one more. Let me do that. See, it looks like it lines up the best right here, actually. The turrets are touching corner to corner. So the belt should be over here. And then I need to cut a chunk out of there. I'll go ahead and stamp that down, and then try and connect these walls together a little better. There we go. That worked. So I will copy this. So this is the inverted corner. And I'll throw that in there. So we'll make our way up this way, grab the iron patch, and then turn and go down. Now, I'm obviously not going to build this entire thing in this episode. I'm just... Oh! Too close. I'm just trying to get it mapped out so I know what I'm dealing with. I'll probably put it in manually around the biter nests. That's where it's most important. Do I have fish on a hotkey? I do, okay. Since it's most important around the biters, just to keep them kind of contained, I'll put it in manually and then have the robots do the less important parts. Now my plans for this base, it is going to be a combination of trains, robots, and belts. I like all three. It's going to be primarily trains, kind of in a grid. So like city blocks, just with trains. And then I will try to default to belt-based builds whenever I can. So those would be things that only take like one type of item, so smelting would all be belt-based. I could do green circuits belt-based, but anything more than like 3 or 4 items, it starts getting really difficult to manage that many belts within the build. So at that point, I usually just resort to bots. And the key to reducing lag with bots is to make the network small. That way there's not so many things happening within the network. I've done all types of bases. I've had one that was just some giant amoeba with a giant bot network that ended up being really slow because the bot network was just so big. And then train-based bases, they tend to be really big, so it's hard to construct them, at least in a timely manner. And then having to figure out all of the logistics behind the trains is kind of a nightmare. The 1.1 patch, though, has made things much simpler. Before, I'd always just use LTN. That's a logistics train network mod that basically turns your trains into a bot network, which works really well. It's just, it feels kind of cheaty. And it is possible to make a vanilla version of that, but it's so... it's complicated. And if you're watching these videos because you found me because of my science series on Oxygen Not Included, then you know I'm not shy to complicated things, but it's up there. Now that 1.1 has the train limit thing within the train station, you can get it to function very close to what LTN used to do. So now, the most difficult part of trains is managing intersections. You have to design the entire network around minimizing the number of intersection points. Otherwise, you reduce the theoretical throughput of both lines. You cut it in half, because instead of having only one train that could be on the line at one time, now you have 2 trains. So each train can only move at half the speed. And I can't really see if I got this blueprint in the right spot through these trees here. And the best way to improve intersection throughput is just through buffers. So instead of having trains wait right on, or right in front of the intersection, they would need to go into like a buffer stacker before the intersection. That way they don't clog up the line for other trains that might want to pass. Now, with my style, I always used very large trains, so that would mean I would need very large buffers in front of the intersections. And so in the base I did right before this one, I tried something different where I had like a giant bot network, which I should have known was going to cause a lot of lag since all my previous playing. But I essentially brought in all of the raw materials into this giant square, and then had the bots figure it all out. It would smelt on site, it would be converted into everything it needed on site, and then it would also consume the science on site. So I limited my network, my train network, to only incoming materials, which really helped. There was barely any trains on the network. The only problem is that I was lagging so badly because the bots were doing so much work that it became unplayable. Let's see, I'm almost to this biter nest. Gotta watch out there. So for this base, what I'm thinking, I'll do like a hybrid where I have, maybe instead of, I think I was using like 3 16 trains before. In this base, I'll try maybe 2 8s. I really don't like two-way trains or two-headed trains. They can simplify your base a little bit. It's just a throughput on those. You have to make essentially dedicated lines for each train, and the infrastructure required for that is just massive. I'm stuck in the trees. So there's pros and cons to each way of doing everything. The one I'm most experienced with is the single-headed trains, and just figuring out how to deal with throughput issues at intersections. And then another thing, what I found to greatly reduce train congestion is on-site smelting. So instead of having an ore patch put the ore into a train, you just immediately smelt the ore into its relative plate. And again, I can't see if I got this blueprint right. But again, that causes some problems. Because then iron, right, you have 2 possible directions to go with iron. You can turn it into iron plate, or you could turn the iron into steel plate. And so managing your iron patches that way can sometimes be a little challenging, because maybe you need more steel at one point than you do iron plate, but you have an entire patch dedicated only to steel, when you could use some of that iron ore on the iron plate. So copper's the easy one. It will definitely be on-site smelting, and it does look like I got this blueprint in the wrong spot. There we go. And now, to make sure I line it up in the right spot, I'll drag the upper wall down, and then I'll put the corner in. So it looks like I'm almost there. I think the corner should fit on that nicely. No, it doesn't. Oh, this is horrible. How did that happen? You know what? I think it might be because I turned too soon here. Is it really worth undoing all that? My OCD says yes. But it's just, it's so close. It'll be fine. Just ignore the hideous teeth. There. Okay, so now that the outer wall is planned, I will build the important sections, and then figure out how I'm going to supply all of the ammo, because I need more machines making ammo. I only have the one at the moment, and that's not going to cut it for the entire perimeter. Let's see, do I have better belts yet? Yes. But I really want to get started on robots first, to help me with the walls. How far away am I from robots? I'm going to need blue science. Well, I'll get blue science going. Modules would be nice. Stack inserters would be nice. For blue science, though, I do need oil, which is by this biter nest. So I'm gonna have to go take out this nest and then extend the wall to encapsulate that. Let me grab some more fish. I think I might be out of fish, though. I think, actually, can I make a tank? I want to make a tank. I can't make tanks yet. Okay. Well, I'll have to settle for a car, then. I need engine units, plate, and steel. And if I remember right, engine units cannot be handcrafted. Yes. So I need an assembling machine. Engines. They need steel plates, gears, and pipes. So I'll get handcrafting some pipes. I'll grab some steel. And I'll just throw it in here. So that's the last engine. Now I can make my car. Put that down. Load it up with some fuel. And I'll put some ammo in here. Alright, I'm gonna crash into all the things. No, I'm actually a pretty good driver. So this should be miles easier. It's gonna take a while. Only a couple more passes. Almost there. Last spawner dead. Now all the biters are gone. Nice. Alright, let's assess damages. I used almost all of the ammo. I'll fix this back up. Okay, now let's expand this wall. So I'll cut out some sections here. See where this fits in. It looks like it goes here. That's enough space. And the way I do these wall sections is very similar to how I do the train sections, actually. Everything I do is very modular. Ooh, I'm just gonna barely miss that last one right there. That deposit might be too close. Maybe I should move this out one more. It's better to have too much space than not enough space. Especially in a game like Factorio, where space is practically unlimited. I'll just build over the carcasses here. Doesn't matter. And then I gotta turn and come down. Actually, maybe it would be better if I just built that straight across. Yeah, probably. Damn it. Okay. Alright, I'm approaching the wall here. Put in that last one, and then I don't need any of this. See, the corner is gonna go right in here. Oh, no, that's off by one. Oh. Okay, so the design's not perfect yet. I think I'll just figure it out when I get to this corner over here. It's easier to do, to extend a regular corner like that than an inverted corner. I mean, this wall is temporary. It is going to be removed eventually. By then, I'll definitely have a more robust system. So it looks like right there is where it connects in, or where it should connect in. Will that... kind of. Kind of works. No, I don't like it. I'll just do it manually. Okay, it looks a little wonky, but it works. So now I'm completely blueprinted in. Let me go remove this section I don't need anymore. Okay, that's all cleared out. Looking nice and neat now. I've got pretty much everything I need within the borders. The only thing I might need to expand to is this copper down here once I run out of this patch. What I have now should get me going on blue signs. So now that I have everything mapped out, I think I will put in the oil, get it piped down towards where I'm working over here, and then that will be the end of this episode. So I've made some pump jacks. I'm gonna make my way back over. I'll stamp them down, figure out the piping, and then move on to episode 5. I'm gonna record them back to back, even though I'm not gonna upload or edit them back to back. I'm in the Factorio mood. So the way I normally do this, I just try and get everything over to one main line, and then I pull off of that main line. So these guys will join together here, and then go on this one underground, and then everything will join together here, and then I'll probably pull off this way. Right here. And then to make it easier for me to walk through, I'm gonna try and use some undergrounds there. Unless do I have squeak through? No, it doesn't look like I have squeak through enabled. I'm gonna grab my car, because I can't really place pipes while I'm driving. That would be insane. Let me come down... Yeah, I'll come down right here. Once I actually make enough undergrounds. And then I'll try and branch to the left right when I get to the latitude of the base here. Or is that longitude? Alright, this looks like a good spot. I'm gonna turn here and grab more iron. Well, actually, I can put it in the corner piece. Right there. And this should line up pretty well with the base I've got going on right now. It looks like I am very low on iron, actually. Why is that? Oh, I'm starting to run dry on the miner side. Yeah, I got a lot of red lights over here. I can fix that. And then this belt is in the way. Get rid of that. Right about there. And we'll go up this way. And this will... I guess we'll connect in here. Avoid the power pole there. That should work. Saturate that belt again. Now we'll continue stringing this back. Alright, now I've got a place for oil. I think that's enough for this episode. I didn't get too much done. I put in the perimeter, kind of explained my plans for my mega base, and I've got an oil piped over to this base so that I can start working on blue science, which I will definitely get into in the next episode. So, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.